painstaking about how the arrangements should be, and it takes a little time of sitting down and figuring those things out. But I did work with Les for so many years that I became addicted to sound because of him, and he was my idol, as a matter of fact. When I was 17 years old, I used to go up behind his house with binoculars. And of course my name is Tom, so we can read into that a little bit. I'd watch everything he was doing, trying to find the cave. You say the cave, what do you mean the cave? You see, back in 1959, we had no idea how he was getting echo and delay effects. And so there had to be a cave. And there was one, actually. There's an old swimming pool that he filled in and actually made it a speaker on one end and a microphone on the other end, which he did use for reverberation. But of course, Les was the father of delay and echo and multi-tracking. And one day I got up enough nerve to knock on the door and say, gentleman comes to the door and it's got penny loafers. He's got penny loafers, an old t-shirt ripped and a hammer in his hand. And I said, I'm a friend of Les's. And he said, really? He said, well, what do you do? I said, well, I'm a guitar player. He knows who I am. He says, really? I said, well, I'm only in town for this week, so will you tell him I'll try to stop back later on? He said, I'll do that. Of course, that was Les. And I didn't even know I was talking to him because, you see, he was not in a tuxedo. He was not on the Ed Sullivan Show. It didn't look like Les Paul to me at all. But that was my first meeting, about 1959, early 60. In 1966, he came to see my sister and I perform, and we became very good friends ever since. I'm going to do a song which I don't normally do. I shouldn't say that. I do it practically every Monday. This song was written by a kid way back around that time. Couldn't get the guitar in tune, so he actually decided to make a song out of it called High Strung. Sounds better, okay? Here it is. I'll tell you when the hard parts are coming. Used to say, try that when you get home, to all of the guitar players.
C.W. Doyle and Sandy Doyle.